Where is that happily ever after? So Virgos, when I felt the energy behind your cards, I saw a sunset, and it had that kind of like happily ever after vibe. But the card that we have on the board is Three of Wands. That is, you're waiting for it, right? Where is that happily ever after? Now, I did see another thing when I felt the energy here. I saw like a zipper or like stitching something together. So that gives me a vibe of like closure, right? When do we get to close out? Zip the story up so that it's finished. Like close out and stitch up the story in this last cycle and close up, tie up loose ends. So I think you guys are waiting for that. Let's pull more cards. Oh, Ace of Swords reversed. How interesting. That's the news that you have not gotten. That is not having, gotten to the final paragraph of the story, because you're still waiting on news. You're still waiting for something to happen. You're still waiting for somebody to say something, for some news to come in. Because I am saying news because Ace of Swords has to do with information. So you're still waiting to see the result of the story, to see how it ends. Now, on the Six of Cups is on the board, so you guys expect a good ending. You guys want a good ending. I think it's expected, but you're wondering when's it coming. Let's keep going. Let's keep digging and see what else there is here. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it is coming, I think. Wheel of Fortune is good fortune. It is it is positive fortune, because if it was upside down, it'd be negative fortune. So and with the Four of Cups, again, it is like you know good fortune's around the corner. You're just like, where is it? So that we can close this out. Let me see the last card here. Knight of Pentacles. I mean, that's you guys just sitting. You guys are just like sitting diligently as the Knight of Pentacles, just twiddling your thumbs. See what's on the bottom. On the bottom is the Sun with the Four of Wands. So, really good omen. Really good omen that maybe you guys are already there. Maybe you guys are living the happily ever after and you don't even know it. Maybe you've reached happily ever after and you didn't realize it because maybe you were just so busy, and you never took a moment to stop and say, wow, my life is awesome now. I am living the happily ever after. Because the Sun card and the Four of Wands, yeah, that's giving me you're living the life now. Let's pull Oracle cards, see if we can find out more information. This is a weird reading. Tell me more about what's going on with Virgos. Tell me more about stitching things, stitching up the story, tying up loose ends, and the happy sunset. Okay, now we got the sword right side up. We got the Ace of Swords. Now this is the sword, similar energy, right side up. The bridge is an opportunity. So this is like the green light. So you're just waiting for the green light, and until you see the green light, you're assuming that you haven't actually you haven't reached happily ever after. It's like you need evidence. You need evidence that you're there, and you haven't seen the evidence, but I think you're there. Let's see what else there is. The Mouth with the Door. Maybe you're waiting for somebody to say something, you're waiting for somebody to agree on something, or the door is a date on the calendar, so you're waiting for a confirmation on a date. Something to that effect. Okay, last card. And that's what's gonna really change the situation. That's when you'll either believe it, or that's when you'll know, that's when you'll have arrived at, that's when the situation will have, the loose ends will be tied up, and you'll have lived happily ever after, basically. It's only after you hear about this, because like I said, it needs this final piece. This final piece needs to happen for you to feel like you've reached happily ever after. Now, still a little bit of time on the clock here. On the bottom we have the hourglass. So this may take a little bit more time. Taurus, it's slow. Taurus is slow. It's going to take more time than you expect. Closing this thing out, this cycle out, this event out. It's going to take a little longer than you expect for whatever reason. If you're waiting for somebody to reach out to you, it's going to take them longer for them to reach out to you than you expect because they're slow or the situation's slow, whatever. But it'll get there. Number 8, it'll get there. Okay? So it's only a matter of time. It's almost assured with the number 8. It feels guaranteed with the number 8 here. And maybe you guys know that. Maybe you guys know that the happily ever after is guaranteed. It's just a matter of when. But it's a little slow. Let's pull advice. What advice can we get here for Virgos? I mean, seems like they got some waiting to do. So, what advice can we get here for Virgos? Any advice? Okay. Ha! Holy shit. 10 of Cups. That's happily ever after. That's happily ever after. The real deal. This is advice, okay? This is advice. You might be there. Or maybe you're just around the corner. It's an adjustment period. It's like you're there, but it's like wiggling into your seat. Like imagine you are sitting on a throne, right? And or new pair. Let's use a better analogy. New pair of shoes, and you got to break them in. They're great. It's the perfect pair of shoes, 10 of Cups. But you have to break them in, and they don't feel perfect at the beginning. That's the Strength card with the 5 of Wands. Is the situation that you're finding yourselves in? It is your happily ever after. But because it's so new, it's like it doesn't feel comfortable, it doesn't feel that way yet. But it will. It will. And you will realize it, and you will feel like, and then you'll have that closure once you realize it. And maybe there will be some kind of like green light type of thing that'll happen too. But like I said, I think you're already there. I think you're partially there. You got one foot in happily ever after land. In Neverland, whatever. Let's get some last little bit of advice here. Anything else here for my Virgos? Anything else regarding this spread, regarding this reading? Wow, good reading for you guys. Holy shit. The heart with the cup. Your heart is full. Your cup is full. I feel like your life is good. What else there is? Wow, now it's just a matter of living it. Now it's just a matter of acknowledging it. Now it's just a matter of recognizing it. Because Virgo's analytical. So you guys, it's like actually taking a moment to process and be like, yeah, I'm there. Like, I am there. I feel like you guys are there. It's just a matter of recognizing that you're there. And I don't think you need to see a green light to know that you have passed the intersection, you know? Metaphorically speaking. Okay, Virgos, that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to follow the channel, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these, if you don't want to miss these. And with that, see you guys next time.